Alright guys, so after the whole stippling adventure yesterday, I decided to go through and, well, like I said guys, I like to go through and kind of give a little bit of an outline. There's that thumb groove right there, and I'm going to go through and just kind of fill it in. So there you go guys, here's the thumb groove. I probably will carry this in for concealed carry, so I'm just going to go through and do a couple places, not the whole thing, because I don't want to rub up against my body and such. So here we go. Hey guys, the reason I'm doing this right here is I rest my thumb right there, my supporting thumb. Something for my thumb to rest on, something to grip on. There's kind of not really a shelf right there, so you know, just that. There you go guys, there's the thumb, that small grip portion, and the front thumb. I'm right-handed, so I don't know if I'm going to go through and do the other side up here in the front, but I might, just to make it look uniform. And I don't like things to be like one-sided, so. There's that other thumb, sorry guys. Just a little, how are we going to do it? Just a little box, guys. The nice thing about the random pattern, in my opinion, is it looks a little bit better. And if you kind of mess up a little bit, you know, you kind of got a poke or something that's not really deep enough in your opinion, you can kind of go back and you'll never really even know. Yeah, but... Get a good outline, guys. That just gives you a color in the lines. That's why most people do that. Is it's a color in the lines kind of thing. It helps you visually, keep it uniform and keep it looking pretty good anyway. Like I said, with my outline, I like to overlap the dots a little bit. It gives it less of that spaced out golf ball look. I just don't like that. But that's all personal preference, guys. And a lot, some guys use the littler tip. I find that using the sporadic tip, that the bigger tip works out really good. So I'm just gonna keep doing that. I might switch over to the littler tip one day. We shall see. And keep in mind, guys, I am wearing gloves because before I shot this video on this left hand right here, I burned the piss out of myself because these stupid corded soldering irons, they get snagged on anything and once fall off, and I tried to catch it, and luckily it was my hand that tried to catch it. And a lesson from the other day is, I don't know if you can see that, but I'm wearing 2 gloves on my right hand because this plastic piece right here is not very insulated at all, and I have a folded over piece of tin foil between 2 gloves, 2 just cotton gloves, because I woke up with a pretty sweet blister today. So the tin foil, you know, from my automotive background, reflective materials such as tin foil, reflective tape, you know, things like that, they make really good insulators, and that's honestly what reflects about 80% of heat is something reflective. That's why you'll see like a lot of race guys running reflective tape and reflective shrink and all kinds of stuff. You know, insulation is great, but you know, some of the best insulation is actually the reflective stuff, because it helps cut down heat. It stops it at the source. So what I've gone through is I've done the side grips that come stock on the XDs. This is an XD subcompact 40. For those of you who missed that, I did the little thumb groove right here, and where I rest my supporting hand thumb, you know, for those left-handed shooters, I did do it on both sides for ambi, just because sometimes I'm learning to shoot left-handed, just because I think it's an important skill to have. I don't believe in the whole right shoulder, right hand, lean out of left corner and expose half of your body and get shot. It's something I learned in paintball, and you know, some of the LEO guys or whatever, they'll say, you know, paintball stuff and airsoft stuff doesn't translate over, but getting shot is getting shot. And if there's something that can teach you that, I guarantee if you come out to the paintball course that I work at, I can teach you a thing or two about body exposure and using cover. You know, so, and that's another thing. If you guys, you know, it's a little off tangent real quick, is, you know, that's some of the cheapest training you could probably get on how to use cover. A lot of things they teach in paintball and how not to get shot and how to use angles and how to use cover. It's surprising how that translates over to firearms, military stuff like that, how you don't want to be right up on cover and how you want to be a couple steps back, because it allows you to utilize angles better and stuff like that. So off tangent there, but I think I'm going to go ahead and build a little grip right here, because for that, you know, when you're building that grip, you want something to grip into and you don't want to be losing your grip. So we might just go ahead and do that too. I'm not a whole fan of the stock checkered stippling. I think it's not aggressive enough, and it just feels super uncomfortable. So what we're gonna go through and do is I'm gonna go through and do this the trigger, bottom of the trigger guard real quick. I'm gonna kind of cut you guys out real quick, but I need to get in here. Like I said, guys, when you're doing the outline, take your time. Try to follow the lines that you're given as best as possible, because You know, although whatever you do is going to work as good as if it looks good or not, take your time and make it look good. I'm a firm believer in do it once and do it right. And, you know, this is how I really work, to be honest. So. My brother was kind of shitting bricks about doing his Glock. And he said, do one of your guns. I said, you know what, fine, I will. So therefore, that's what we're doing right now. Just doing one of my games. And I stole this under the trigger guard thing from Corey and Erica at range time. We look up to those guys and gals a whole lot. And if it's good enough for them, it's good enough for me. So we're just gonna go through and keep building that like I said, guys, I like to blend in that outline. That way you don't have like a dotted freaking line. That's just me. I like to work in triangles. It helps me. And by all means, like I said, guys, this is like the second time I've done this. But, you know, doing it's doing it, and that's all there is to it. Sorry if I get the camera to focus. This is really hard to do this. And actually, I might work my way down into here, and right there up until the stock factory stippling, and even on the bottom right here. So there we go, guys. There's the under the trigger guard and into that factory stippling right there.